Guys, if you're not subbed, go ahead and sub to me. Please. I really need these subs. I'm begging you. Also, if you aren't subscribed to me on Twitch, subscribe to me on Twitch. Stream Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Sunday. In a recent article by Polygon, they revealed that, by they, I mean lead concept artist Daryl Tan, went ahead and said that they are moving away from oddball heroes like Wrecking Ball or Ramatra and moving towards more aspirational heroes both in their physique and in their expertise. Now, for one, this isn't the Overwatch I fell in love with. Overwatch was made with a very wide range of heroes, all of which were very, I think, unconventional in many ways. For one, you had Ana, who is an old lady, but also one of the most deadly snipers in Overwatch, like in the lore. You had Wrecking Ball, who didn't launch with Overwatch, but I view him as like an Overwatch 1 hero, who is literally a hamster in a ball. Probably one of the most unique heroes in any video game. And then you have Winston, who is a monkey scientist, and then Zenyatta, who is a robot monk. You also have Junkrat, who is just a crazy one-legged maniac bomb guy, just a real wacky guy. Point is, the core message, and I don't know if this was intentional, but what I got from Overwatch is that literally anybody could have been a hero. An old lady could have been a hero. A morbidly obese hog man could be a hero. A hamster could be a hero. A monkey could be a hero. You get my point. The thing is that these oddball heroes represent real people, flaws and all, and not just idolize beauty, which is kind of leading me into my next point and where the Overwatch 2 cast has kind of gone. Almost every new hero in Overwatch 2 has been a 20-something-year-old fair complexion, peak athletic build. Besides Sojourn, who released with Overwatch 2, but Sojourn has to be like the least like interesting hero.
Croissant, 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 croissant.
They didn't really put a lot into their lore like they are with these newer heroes. They didn't really put a lot of effort into it, and she has to be just the most bland hero I have ever seen in a video game, unfortunately. A lot of these newer heroes, sleek faces, perfect hair, flawless skin, they look more like fashion models than they do real people. You know, not to say fashion models aren't real people, but I mean, come on. It's just a lot of like e-girl, twinkish type of heroes. Maybe except for Malga, who is like probably the most interesting of all of them, and probably one of my favorite from Overwatch 2, at least like design-wise, for reasons.
Who's ready to have some fun? It's never boring around me. It's never boring around me.
When does Malga come off a little bit, I don't know if I can say the words on YouTube, but he comes off as a bit of a creep, doesn't he? Yeah, a lot of his voice lines are a bit, questionable. It's never boring around me. Haha. Alright, thanks Malga, please leave my home or I'm calling the police. Alright, getting back on track here. So, a lot of the Overwatch 2 hero design is just a bit too clean cut for me and a bit too, like, polished in a way, and it's not, like, weird enough and, like, indicative of, like, a real person or, like, a real... I know Overwatch is, like, a fantasy world, but, like, come on, is everyone a bodybuilder type? E-girl, like, 20-something-year-old? I think the perfect example of this is Hazard. Hazard was, like, advertised as this, like, punk rock, like freak hero. I mean, they created a whole new faction called the Freaks, only for Hazard to be just a clean-cut Buzz Lightyear ripoff with spikes on his back. I mean, I feel like they could have gone so much more into like the punk aesthetic with this, but instead he's just very clean cut. He has a spike on his back. His face is like chiseled. It just doesn't fit his like aesthetic really at all. It's like if, well, this is exactly what happened. Is like a corporate company made like a punk hero. You know, this is like their idea of a punk hero. And a lot of like the like not leaks but like fan concepts of this hero and like fan ideas of like who they thought this hero was gonna be was like almost like a Junker type Queen hero. There's even like I mean, for one, Junker Queen is so much more punk than Hazard is, just putting that out there. Also, like there was theories that he was gonna be this comes from the original when Venture was first shown. You could see another hero and it looked like a turtle with like spikes on his back. Like we all thought that like Hazard was going to be like this turtle, like animal, like freak, like monstrous type of like person, and that would have been so fucking cool, especially as like a tank hero. It fits his aesthetic. I mean, for God's sakes, he has a fucking shell on his back, but he looks like Buzz Lightyear. Like, what are we doing here? It just makes zero sense. I mean, that's the most, that's the biggest example. And if that is their idea as like an oddball hero is Hazard, we're fucked. It all just feels gross and honestly kind of insulting. To say that, I mean, obviously we all know why they're doing this, right? It's so that people will buy more skins for the new heroes. They probably have some sort of statistic, obviously, that shows that the prettier heroes, their skins sell more than, say, someone like Romatra or Wrecking Ball. You know, the Mercy and Kuriko skins obviously sell more. There is something kind of disgusting about this, to say that like we're only making conventionally attractive heroes now, both in physique and aspirations. It just says that it's just so vapid and shallow. You know, it just says that yeah, the only thing worthy, the only, you know, only pretty people are worth money. You know, only pretty people are in our video games. God forbid there's any hero that is like a normal average human being. It's all for profit. It's all so we can sell more skins. And I understand that this is a free to play game now. It's almost 10 years old. They have to make their money somehow. It just seems so disgusting though. I think that you can easily make money off skins from heroes that aren't conventionally twinkish e-girl type attractive, right? You can easily do that. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be this way, I don't think. And I think a good example of this is the game Deadlock. If you guys are not familiar with it, it is a third-person MOBA being developed by Valve, and it is pretty unique in its aesthetic. It is, think like LA Noire, like 1950s type vibe, but in a world with magic, right? So you have heroes like Ivy, for example, who is a gargoyle, and don't ask me how I know this. And I'm not a freak. I just scroll Reddit. They have Rule 34 art, and it's a fucking gargoyle. And people are obsessed with this hero. And they are not conventionally attractive, right? You have heroes like Abrams, who is a tank, obviously the name Abrams, who's just blue. You have also another Vindicta, who's another people fetishize. Her feet are blue, that's like the meme. Not conventionally attractive, right? And you have leaked heroes like Punkgoat, who aesthetically is fucking awesome. Looks like just a crazy fucking hero. My point being that, you know, obviously the whole push to make conventionally attractive heroes is because of capitalism, right? We all need, the company needs to make money, and their way of doing it is, okay, Kuriko skins make money. Let's make more Kurikos. It's just lazy, to be honest. I'm gonna call it out. It's just lazy design. It's the least common denominator. I think they could do more. I really do. I think it's extremely lazy, and yeah, I'm pretty upset about it. I think it's complete ass that they're doing this. Yeah, I can't wait for the 8th e-girl hero in a row. That will be fucking amazing. And like the 10th like twink in a row. Like, so fucking stoked on that, guys. So stoked. And to be honest, that's something that Deadlock will lap Overwatch on, and they will prove that you can have unconventional ugly heroes. Not ugly, but just, you know, not pretty, right? Heroes, and they will sell skins. Once Deadlock comes out, this game's going to be fucking huge, I'm telling you guys. And the aesthetic, the look, people are going to be connecting with these heroes much more than they're going to be connecting with Kuriko. For one, Kuriko has no personality. The only reason people buy her skins is because she's cute, right? That's the only reason. Deadlock is going to show that you can have heroes that are not, you know, quote unquote cute and still be able to sell skins. I don't even know, like, every hero in Deadlock is just like weird looking, and like it represents like people, right? It represents like the population. That's what I'm trying to say. It's unrealistic to have these bodybuilder types. It's unrealistic to have every hero be young and attractive. You can have heroes that are old and maybe overweight or fat or just weird bodies, or maybe just non-humans, and you can have them be attractive. You can have people connect with them. That's my point. Blizzard's just going the easy route. It's gonna bite them in the ass in the end. Anyways, yeah, Overwatch is built on diversity. The looks, species, personalities. Every hero is unique and diverse in their own way, and that's being taken away basically. Every hero is going to be a vapid, you know, average looking Kuriko. It's not looking good. You know, without oddballs being added to the game, the Overwatch is just a gooning simulator now for all the gooners out there, and it's quite unfortunate. I think it's fine to have conventionally attractive heroes. Every game has them, but I think it's also important to realize that if that's all you're going to do, you aren't going to have like any oddball heroes, and you're just doing this to create money for skins, or create skins for money rather. It's a I mean, God, what a shitty fucking look, man. That is so vapid. All this game is now is just a skin simulator, gooning simulator. Such a disappointment. You know, throughout the years, Overwatch has gotten a lot of heat about a lot of different things, and I think that one thing that everyone could agree on was that the art and the direction of the art was top tier. It was always top tier. Everyone, the cinematics, the hero design, everything. But if we're going towards a more conventionally attractive, you know, only humans, I don't know if that's going to be true anymore. I think Wu Wing is a great example of someone who is just, I mean, pretty boring in my opinion. Like, I don't know, like, I haven't played him yet, so I'm not sure what his abilities and stuff are. I'm not sure the flow of how he's going to be. But just from, like, the gameplay trailer that I saw, his aesthetic is extremely boring. I mean, he's just a East Asian young adult. That is the most boring shit I've ever seen. He's just male Kuriko. I mean, can we, like, is that what every new hero is going to be? The pinnacle of oddball is going to be Hazard, Buzz Lightyear? I mean, man, this is not looking good, guys. Thank God Deadlock is coming out. Overwatch used to be a place where anyone could be a hero. Any archetype of human being was a hero. And that's now not the case anymore. The only people in Overwatch who can be hero are young, fair-skinned, attractive people. That's the way Blizzard likes it. They sell skins. Anyways, guys, am I being too harsh? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you not agree? Let me know in the comments below.